Salutations and good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another grounded update video. Today I'm hopping in and actually answering a few of your guys' questions from the comment section down in those comment sections right below all of my new videos on the Bug Strike Back update. And I picked quite a few of them here to answer for you guys. So we're going to hop in, answer those, give you guys my points on whatever those questions are, or give you guys some helpful tips. But let's take a little bit of a pause and let's hop into some of these questions, shall we? So the first one comes from Chris VBD. Says, you could put turrets on clover roofs so you can aim down. First of all, Chris, that is an absolutely fantastic point that you make. Yes, we can now do that. We can now place our new turrets, our pollen turret and our pebblet turret up on roofs. If I can actually get up on top of my roof here. There we go. You can actually put them up onto roofs now, and if you actually get them built, where if I just go like this, now it's built. And you are correct. If you go into it, you can now aim down. So see that bombardier beetle down there? If I had myself some pollen ammo, I would be messing that guy up, except for the fact that the pollen ammo wouldn't do anything to him because he's already on the ground. But nonetheless, you are absolutely right, Chris. You can now put these turrets up on the roof, which means you can aim down, which is so fantastic to be able to litter down things from bases that we have built up higher in the air to help us out even more with base defenses, because base defenses are becoming such a big thing in this game now. But I'm still hoping, guys, that we can turn that switch on and off even in custom game modes. All right, on to the next comment. All right, so this next one comes from DCipherXT. I'm sorry. And it was they said, I was hoping there'd be some kind of lantern in the game, but with this, I'm afraid that won't happen. Maybe the lanterns can be placeable. So what they're talking about is the brand new torch that was added to the game. We have a new torch that got added to the game, guys. That's absolutely fantastic. It's super bright. It's repairable. It really is a good torch. It's a little expensive to build, but thankfully they've already adjusted the drops of some of these bugs to allow you to be able to get this even faster and more efficiently in the game already. So it's really making it an even better torch. And what they're saying is that they were hoping that there was going to be some kind of lantern added to the game. Now, I would agree. A lantern would be very, very cool. Although with teens this big, I'm not sure what they'd make it out of. Maybe a bug eye or something like that. But what I will say, though, is I don't think that your idea of placeable lanterns is completely out of the realms yet. Because if we think about it, we already have a couple items that have been added to the game for base building wise that are considered lantern-esque, I guess. So if we come down, we have the slime mold sconces that can be put up in the sap sconces. We have a plant lamp, and we also have a firefly hanging lantern, but it's not really the lantern I think that you're talking about. I think you're talking more of like a glass and iron lantern that has some glass sides on it that maybe has a fire inside. I could see them doing something like that. I'm not sure how they'd work it out with the current items we have in the game. Maybe you can use some sort of bug pieces or something like that, like some wings or something. I'm not really sure how that work out right yet, but what I will say is I think that is an excellent idea, and I think that lanterns would be very, very cool to get added to the game. All right, so this next comment, guys, comes from Dylan Destroy 1. Says, hey Sim, tell me something about the Mantis. Okay, so guys, here's the thing, right? A lot of people want to know about the Mantis. A lot of people want to know about the Orchid Mantis that's coming to the game. It's all pink and stuff. It looks cool. It's like pink and white. The armor set that's coming from it right now is called the Stuff of the Blooming Assassin. And it looks like we're getting some sort of scythe. You guys are absolutely correct. But the problem with that is that's pretty much the extent of my knowledge as well. I have tried to pop it into the game. I've tried to summon it. I've tried to use admin commands to get it in the game. I've tried to look around for more information on it. I've tried to literally go and ask the developers about it. And every time I'm either met with silence or failure on whether I am doing it on my own. So it doesn't really matter right now. I wish I could share more with you guys, but I really don't have anything more. I could tell you guys that I think that the Mantis is going to be up in this upper area, like up here. It makes a lot of sense with the way that it feels up in that upper yard area. Gives it more places to hang upside down and hide and maybe grab you and get you like that. But I don't really have any other information when it comes to the Mantis because there's just not a whole lot more out there right now. All right, so the next comment, guys, is from Jamie COYI. Says, can we have an update on the story, please? And I'm going to say absolutely. First of all, I've already put out the beginning starts of the story on what's going on out on the channel and how things have changed, right? From the previous story to this story to where we are now. But I also want to point out that I am working on a video that covers all of the chips, all of the notes, all of the story changes, all of that's being worked on, but I'm not going to release that until after the update comes out of public test, because there's always additional things that are changed, there's things that are removed, things that are added, and I don't want anybody to be disappointed to say that Sim, you missed something when it's still getting changed. So I'm waiting for the update to finish coming out, and then I will cover everything on the new update, on the story, to give you guys a complete look at the story now that everything has gone through and made so many different changes. So thank you, Jamie, so much for your comment. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? So this next comment is from kgabqr, and it said, when will it be in Steam? And I'm assuming you're talking about the public test server or the update itself. So first of all, the update is still, as of today, May 7th, the update is still in public test. They are still going through, having everybody do testing, finding bugs, reporting them back, so that way they can fix them and get them back into the game and get people back ready to go for when it launches fully. So it's still in public test. So, and if you're on Steam, you can go get it, and I'm going to show you guys how right now. Okay guys, so here we are in my Steam library, and I'm showing you guys just a quick little snippet of how to actually activate the public test on Steam. So what you want to do is you want to right click on Grounded. Okay, you want to go to the Properties tab. You want to go to the betas section right here. All right, then you want to put this drop down right here, and normally it's set to none. You'll select public test. If you select public test, you will get into the update right now and be able to play. So let's get back to Grounded. Thank you so much for your question. All right, so this next question comes from targetthepotato, and that question is, Sim, what is your favorite lab? And guys, I'm actually stuck on what my favorite lab is. And I swing more towards the Black Ant Lab just because I enjoy that there is a boss inside of it. But I'm stuck because I have the same feelings when it comes to the Black Ant Lab that I do for the Pond Lab. And why is that? Because both of them have large open areas. I love the open area that's over in the Pond Lab. Here, let's actually just go over there to show you guys what I'm talking about. So this is the big open area, guys, that I am talking about. If I go ahead and I activate this computer and open this up, I now have this large dome area that's in here that you guys can see, and that I absolutely love it in here. It's really, really cool. I like how open it is. I don't like the tasties that want to get me in here, but nonetheless, there are some tasties in here. Maybe I'll get my gold card. I did not get my gold card, but nonetheless, this is one of my favorite labs because of the large open area. I love the openness of this dome that's in here. I like the little exercise videos that are going on here. It's like work and work it and work it and work it, because they're growing muscle sprouts all around here. So this is definitely an excellent area that I really like. I like that I can just sit here and look out and see everything that's going on in the pond. And the other one is the large open area inside of the Black Ant Lab. So guys, this is the area I'm talking about inside of the Black Ant Lab. I absolutely love this large building. I've always enjoyed very large buildings in games and stuff like that, very large bases. I like how powered up this one gets and stuff like that. I think that this lab overall is just very, very cool. I really like it. I like the feel of how you can run around, but really that's kind of tied, right, for what I think that the best lab is in the game. But thank you, Tarji, so much for your fantastic question. All right, so this next question comes from the Hawk and says, actually, it's more of a comment. It says, thanks for the tutorial. I went to the lab and killed the 2 Ruz Ts and got super lucky and got the gold card. So first of all, Hawk, thank you so much for your question and or comment. I do appreciate it, and absolutely, I have no problem going through and helping you guys out with tutorials. As you guys may not have known, or some of you do know, there are 2 Ruz Ts in the game. Some people have been saying they've been finding them other places inside of the labs as well. So I'm hoping that that's true, because at the end of the day, I want everybody to be able to get their gold cards, and I'm very happy you did get to your gold card, and we'll talk more about that in just 1 second. But for all of you who are wondering, Sim, where is the Ruz T? It's actually, falling is where it is. Okay, it's actually right up over here. So it's going to be right over there. So let me just get over there. Okay, so it's actually right over here. So you see where the zip line is? It comes down over here. If you run back up this little branch that's over here, there's actually a lab that's back here. This has been in the game for a while. It's just nobody normally comes over here, because what's the point? There's normally just a Tase T in here, and I guess a note, which is helpful. But really, there's not normally anything in here. But now the Ruz Ts are in here, and it's pretty pretty cool that you can actually go through and find them in the game and peep them, and if you get your gold card. Now, gold cards are really cool. If anybody was wondering, gold cards are nothing except for a collectible. These are the gold cards that I currently have. You know, they look like this instead of like this. You know, they're just nice, shiny, and gold. They don't really do anything else. They don't give you a bonus or anything else like that to damage or experience or anything like that in the game right now. But overall, they are collectibles, and to get a one for a robot, it's actually pretty rare. So if you guys want a tip on how to get all of those, go ahead and just save your game right before you go to fight the robots. Go and fight them. If you don't get a gold card, do it again, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again, because you only have a 1% chance, around 1%. Sometimes it's a little bit higher, sometimes a little bit lower, to get these gold cards. So if you have to do the labs over and over and over again to be able to get it, then you got to do that if you're looking to get all of your gold cards. And I'll tell you guys, for my world mode playthrough that I'm going to be starting up very, very soon over on the channel, that is going to be what I am doing. I'm going to be saving and loading until I can get a complete full set of all of these gold cards. But guys, that is going to lead us right to our next question, and that is from Yeetcat, and a whole bunch of people also commented on there as well, and that is, hey, can you show us how to find the candy corn? And I'll say absolutely. So let's go over and let's show you guys where the candy corn is. So first of all, the candy corn normally comes into the game during the Halloween season, but what I did find for quite a while is that there was actually candy corn pieces that was right over here on top of this table. Now, they used to be here all the time. I've now seen that they've been broken down and they have disappeared. But they used to be here all the time, and I'm hoping that they do leave them here for us to be able to find again, because the candy corn is one of my favorite things that's in the game, because I personally love candy corn. But I'd like to know if you guys like candy corn down in those comments down below. I'm going to put, do you like candy corn? And then I'm going to comment myself, yes and no, and then you guys just go ahead and like whatever one you guys like when it comes to candy corn. But thank you so much for your question. This is where it would normally be. Otherwise, it's going to be over here on the side of the hedge whenever it is the Halloween season, because there's a jack-o'-lantern that's right here. So it drops on the ground right there for you to be able to go and pick up. But guys, that is going to do it for today's video on answering all of your guys' questions and comments when it comes to Grounded. Thank you to everybody who's been commenting down below. I would love to do more of these videos. If you guys want to see more, hit that like button and ask me some questions down in those comments down below. If you guys are asking the questions, you know I want to answer them. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Don't forget to ask those questions down below while you're down there. Go ahead and hit that like button for me as well. And if you're doing that, you might as well subscribe as well. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.